G'day YouTube. This is just a video on sort of an interesting repair I have to do from time to time, and that's when a house catches fire. This is not that common, but it happens often enough. I think people leaving candles on benches or leaving them in a bathroom, and next thing the window frame goes up. So number one, don't leave candles burning when you're not in the house. Blow them out. Keep your smoke detectors with batteries in them, things like that. This house we're doing at the moment, which I'll show you in a second, there was 4 people sleeping in the house, and the house was so close to nearly going up with them all asleep. The only thing that alerted them to it was the dogs barking in the background. It woke someone up. They come out and the whole house was full of smoke. The kitchen was actually on fire, but they were able to put it out. Didn't call the fire brigade, but basically the problem as a painter, what happens with smoke is it sinks into it's got an oily, like a tar in it, and it sinks into the paint and the gyprock, and if you just paint over it, it will just bleed through and you'll have that constant smoke stain there. So you need a particular stain sealer. Now the one we use is this one here, Zinsser Smart Prime. Now this costs me about $90 a tin. It's quite expensive. But this can also be used as it's an acrylic product. It can also be used as an undercoat on any surface, just about, including laminate and glossy surfaces, without sanding. So it's a really good undercoat, acrylic, fast dry, and it seals any stain, particularly smoke. It's really good for smoke stains. Only requires one coat, and then you just paint your normal low sheen or ceiling paint or whatever over the top. So that's the product I use, and I would recommend for smoke. If you're just using an undercoat for gloss, you could any number of undercoats you can use, but for smoke, this is the #1 undercoat on the market. Zinsser, they make a lot of good undercoats. Pretty much, if you buy one of those undercoats, you're on the right track, because they make that's pretty much all the type of stuff they do is undercoats and sealers and that kind of thing. Anyway, I'll show you the video. It's just a quick demo of that undercoat on a glossy surface. This is a very shiny glossy surface, and this is probably a couple of hours ago I've done this, and I'm scratching that very hard and it's not coming off, so it's stuck really well. Here's the repair. So you can see here we've had to replace half the ceiling. We were able to salvage a lot of the cornice. We had to replace some of it, and some of the wall there as well where the backsplash goes. Where that's really black up there, that's actually after it's been cleaned. But the gyprock there is actually okay, so we're actually able to seal that up and then paint it, and we use that smoke sealer product for that. I'm just sanding the joins here. There's a few joins on the ceiling. I've plastered out nice and wide there so you can't actually see the recess if there's any sort of a bump there. Once you sand over it with the orbital sander and paint over the flat ceiling paint, you won't see anything there. So this is the drywall sander. This just helps keep the dust down and speeds up the job as well. It's got variable speed control on it, so you can get a really nice finish with that. Now that's been sealed up after sanding, of course, so you can see there it's already starting to look 1,000% better. You can still see the smoke underneath that, but it will actually hold it back. This is one of the reasons we use this product. There's some other products will require 2 or even 3 coats to seal smoke, whereas this will do it in 1. So there's the ceiling. You can see that's had a coat of paint on it now, and the cornice as well, and that's starting to look pretty good. This is just a pantry ceiling, and that was black. That was actually solid black. That's had 2 coats of paint on it now, 1 sealer and 1 ceiling paint, and you can see the improvement. And this is the finished room. I've just finished it. It's still drying, of course, so looks a little bit funny, but you can see that it comes up like new. All the plastering's fine. Okay, so there was quite a bit of damage in this place from the smoke. There was water damage from when it was put out, and there was smoke damage from the fire itself. There was also like physical damage to the sheeting on the wall from the fire. So we cut out what needed to be cut out. We set and sanded the room, and then sealed it up after cleaning. Sealed it up with a stain sealer. Gave it 2 coats of paint on top of the sealer, so total 3 coats of paint, which is standard job. 1 coat sealer, 2 coats of paint. Existing jobs, you only need 2 coats of paint on an already sealed surface. If you do need any of this type of work done, check out my website. It's got all my details on it, paintninja.com.au. I service Gold Coast and Southside Brisbane. We work for body corporates, insurance companies, We work for other builders. If you're a builder and you do this kind of stuff and you need someone that's used to doing it, give me a yell. We're used to working in people's homes and leaving it clean and tidy when we're done. We're always looking for new builders and people like that to work for as well. But yeah, domestic homeowners, stuff like that, if you've got problems like this, water damage, smoke damage, whatever, give us a ring. We can give you some advice with regards to your insurance policy and stuff like that as well. And we're available through the week. We do full domestic repaints, roof resprays, all kinds of plasterboard repairs and building repairs as well.